Welcome to this week's episode of What's Up Weekly, where we bring you the latest news in 10 minutes or less. I'm Margot Andrews.
And I'm Brittany Bradley. Thanks so much for joining us this week.
And I'm sorry, I hate to jump right into it, but let's start off in the political world today. Oops, it looks like yet another hot mic moment for a high-profile person. President Obama was caught speaking to the Russian president at the 2012 Nuclear Security Summit in what he thought was a private moment. Obama leaned over to tell the Russian president that he wanted to wait until after the November election to discuss a missile defense system in Europe. Here's the soundbite that was caught on camera.
My last election, after my election, I have more flexibility.
As you can see, it wasn't meant for the public's ears, and Republicans are taking aim at the president, stating that he's pulling punches with the American people and hiding what he intends to do with our military. Republicans are also skeptical of what Obama has told other countries behind closed doors, and trying to convince Americans that Obama is sending the message to foreign countries that he just needs a little time to get reelected and then he'll sell out.
You always have to be careful about what you say anywhere near a mic.
Exactly, and you'd think you'd be the most careful when you're the president of the United States, but apparently everyone has their moments.
And it only takes one moment to get your big break, and for Bloomington residents, their chance at stardom is finally here. The Real World casting directors are coming to town to seek housemates for the 28th season of The Real World on MTV. The open auditions will be held 11 to 6 p.m. on April 4th at Scotty's Brewhouse. Interested candidates should bring a recent photo of yourself and an ID proving you are over the age of 21. MTV is looking for people who have been affected by something major in their life and who have strong belief systems. If you cannot attend the casting call, you can submit your application online at mtv.com.
They're always looking for the next big breakdown on TV,
Yes.
But you know, if I can't find a job, maybe I'll catch my big break there.
I was kind of thinking maybe you would settle for something a little bit more classy.
And just speaking of class, America's favorite fast food chain is making a few tweaks to its value menu. McDonald's unveils its new extra value menu this week, hoping to help those Americans still strapped for cash in our economy with some newer, lower-priced items. This extra value menu consists of 20-piece chicken McNuggets, double cheeseburgers, chicken snack wraps, iced coffees, snack-sized McFlurries, and some regional options. All the items on the extra value list will be above $1, but many below $2. While the dollar menu is still the most popular, it's used as a foundation for McDonald's to continue its work on their money-saving strategies for customers.
Hello, Chicken McNuggets.
Why did I know that's all you would pull from my story?
Let's keep with the money talk and discuss the success of the Hunger Games movie. The film opened this past weekend making $155 million, putting it in third place for the highest opening weekend. But of course, Twilight wasn't going to let the Hunger Games completely take over. This week, the saga released the first full 48-second trailer of the final installment, Breaking Dawn Part 2. In the trailer, we get our first glimpse of Bella as a vampire. We get to see her red eyes and how she hunts, along with Jacob and Edward's reaction to Bella's transformation. While the trailer does not show much, we still have 8 months to go, so I'm sure there is much more to come for the Twihards who simply cannot wait for the premiere in November.
48 seconds and they didn't show much?
They didn't really. You can watch it. It's on there. You did not see it?
Maybe. Again, with those books made into movies, I still don't really follow that whole thing. But on a side note, the author of the Hunger Games is an IU alum.
Yes,
so
that's very cool.
Good for us. Well, it's a show I've only recently discovered, so I'm definitely behind in episodes. But Mad Men started its 5th and final season with a record-breaking audience. AMC premiered the show to 3.5 million viewers, a 21% growth from Season 4's debut. The cumulative audience for the 2 nights of the first episode reached 4.4 million viewers. Was it the 17 months hiatus between Seasons 4 and 5 that kept viewers glued to their TV? Quite possibly. And if you haven't managed to see the show, I suggest you start. It's quite an interesting look at New York City's 1960s world of advertising.
You know, at least it's a break from reality TV garbage that we all just seem to love.
Yeah, but it's still so addicting. Like, trust me, I'm on, I don't know how many episodes on Netflix already.
Can't get enough of it.
Can't.
Well, speaking of men, this week, the firstborn man was disqualified from the Miss Universe Canada pageant. Yes, I said man. It turns out a transgender candidate was released from competing after news broke out she was born a male. Jenna Takava says she knew she was a female at age 4 and began hormone therapy at age 14 and underwent gender reassignment surgery when she was just 19 years old. The national director of the Miss Universe Canada pageant says it does not matter that the rules state each contestant must be a naturally born female, and Jenna lied in her registration form, which ultimately led to her disqualification. Internet outrage has taken over, and people have taken offense to this, and a petition with over 30,000 signatures has been signed in Jenna's favor. The former contestant says she isn't giving up and will take the case to court for gender discrimination.
That's just weird, so I'm gonna move on. Is there trouble in paradise for Miley Cyrus and beau Liam Hemsworth? Apparently, the Hunger Games star is growing concerned over some of Miley's racy behavior. As we all have come to know Miley from the popular Hannah Montana series on Disney, she's become quite controversial in her performances since the Disney Star Moments. A source close to Hemsworth spoke to Us Magazine, claiming that Liam is worried about the skimpy outfits Miley wears and that he feels when he's with her, he's in a babysitter mode. Though the actor is only 3 years older than his counterpart, he says he feels like he's always looking after her and is often quite embarrassed.
Whatever, they actually seem really happy. I don't know if I'd believe that.
Obviously, that's why these rumors are spread to break them up.
I'm sure that's it, but
I'm really hoping not. But in other couple news, is there a new couple alert? Speculations amount as Lindsay Lohan and Gerard Butler were seen together at Chateau Marmont in Hollywood Monday night. Supposedly, Lindsay chatted on her cell phone for most of the night, but Gerard came to find her on the patio, and the two proceeded to joke, talk, and laugh the night away. Reports say they even got close enough for some sensual whispering, whatever that means. But if Lindsay's really trying to make a comeback, a high-profile romance like this could surely get her in the limelight. And maybe with his Scotch-Irish blood, you know, in the future they could have a redhead baby. But that's jumping really, really, really far ahead of any solid evidence that they still lack.
Yeah, I kind of highly doubt that one, but I have some couple news of my own. Another couple alert that lacks evidence but sure has the media in a tizzy is the supposed relationship between Wilmer Valderrama and Minka Kelly. The Charlie's Angels actress recently split from her 4-year relationship with baseball beau Derek Jeter. Minka has apparently moved on and was spotted at Wilmer's birthday bash last month. Since then, the two have frolicked around Disney World together and have enjoyed multiple romantic dinner dates. Wilmer is known for his high-profile former relationships with Lindsay Lohan and Demi Lovato. Will Minka be next on his list?
She's not a Disney Star machine like the other two, though.
That's true, so maybe that'll knock her off.
Yeah, but he and Lindsay did, in fact, have a real relationship.
Yes, they did.
That one didn't lack any evidence.
Well, on to a more serious topic. This next story is a little disturbing. Tuesday morning, an IU student in Teeter dorm was bit by a rabid bat. The student was sleeping and the animal bit him on the hand. The student handled the situation lightly until the bat was tested positive for rabies. Due to the seriousness of the issue, the student is now receiving 4 sets of vaccination shots over a 2-week period. The symptoms can range from fever and headache to confusion and comas. Because of the close living quarters, the student's roommate is also receiving the treatment just to be safe. Campus officials said they did not know how the bat entered the dorm room because inspections of the building showed no missing window screens and the doors close automatically whenever someone enters or leaves. The student is expected to be fine, but doctors warn staying away from any wild animal because it's unclear to what they could be carrying.
Ugh, a rabid bat. That's definitely news.
Yes, that definitely is. I'm just glad we don't live in the dorms anymore.
Oh, gosh, me too, by a long mile.
Well, that's all we have for you guys on this week's episode of What's Up Weekly.
And be sure to tune in next week as we'll have giveaways for Little 5 and Afrojack.
And you guys can have a chance to win those.
Yes, you can. Well, thank you and have a great week.
If I was your boyfriend, never let you go. Keep you on my arm, girl. You never be alone. And I could be a gentleman, anything you want. If I was your boyfriend, I'd never let you go.